It's said that each moment is a fraction of a second. Like this. How is this known? Or yes, how to trust this idea?
Which one? The emotion? You feel the emotion?
No, it's more the external world is there is no cause effect. It's appearing like this. Or is that only the psychological world?
So the external world is there, but your question is related to the psychological world or physical world?
Both. I wonder if the psychological world, that is appearing like flash. But how is that known? How do we know?
Know the unknown?
How do we know it's like a frames in a film, in a movie?
Oh.
How is that known?
Because we know all our thoughts are new. Each and every moment it is new. That we know for ourselves. We cannot say only one thought alone is staying forever. We know the very nature of the thought moving one after another. So without the thought we cannot recognize anything. So all recognition is possible only because of our thought. Some emotion may be there, that is different, but at the same time we recognize everything only with the help of our thought. So the recognition part is made up of thought. So thought is each and every moment new. There cannot be any old thought. So each and every moment new thing alone can become. So even though some happening may be there, but what we all recognize is only through thought. So the recognition part is made up of thought.
Okay. So by seeing everything change, this is a function of thought. Okay. And then when I pick up a thought and it continues,
even though you pick up or not, each and every moment new thought alone can come. Spontaneously, one after another, it comes like that. Just like a wave. It is coming and going. So each and every thought must be new, moment by moment.
Even when I pick up a thought or I reject a thought.
Even though you're picking up a thought, each and every moment you have to pick up again and again. As I pick up your cell phone, you cannot pick up a thought. So each and every moment you have to pick up again and again. Then only you can say that I am picking up a thought. So it is not a static thing.
No.
It is a moving thing. It is appearance and disappearance is the nature of our thought. There cannot be any old thought at any time.
Right.
Each and every moment, fresh thought, new thought alone must be there. That is the nature of the thought.
Okay. Could you talk about the relationship between the psychological world and the external world? Because in Vedanta, the idea is the world is projected, and so that this table is brown because of my senses. There is no brown table out there, independent. And you say the external world is real. And I can't fit those two.
But they use some kind of terminology. The main thing is that the problem is only in the mind. not in the external world. External world we have to act. So they divide the psychological world and the external world into two ways. One way is the Paramarthya Satyam. Paramarthya Satyam means everything is Brahman, everything is absolute, nothing is nothing is matter, everything is the absolute reality, everything is Brahman, everything is Atman, there is Advaita, there is no Dvaita. So they will say like that is only Paramarthya Satyam. Paramarthya Satyam means totally spiritual, and this world is material. The material world is concerned, they say as Vyavaharya Satyam. Vyavaharya Satyam means functional world. Functional world is concerned, the matter is there, I am there, you are there, the other persons are there, house is there, food is there. We have to divide many things. But in Paramarthya Satyam means everything is God, nothing but God. There is no matter, only God alone is there, only reality alone is there. So, here, when everything is there, there is no responsibility for anything to do. So, when everything is God, whatever we do, it is done by God. Happening is God, doing is God, everything is God. So, this is suitable in relation to the psychological world. The psychological world is concerned, the Advaita philosophy is very nice, very good. So, you can follow. So, everything is the expression of the consciousness. Because without the expression of consciousness, we cannot feel anything. So whatever feel, the other day also we are saying that whatever it is feeling itself is consciousness. So this consciousness alone has the quality of self-evident nature. And other thing will not have the self-evident nature. The tape will not reveal itself. But at the same time our thought will reveal itself, our emotion will reveal itself. Whatever we feel is revealing itself. So, whatever we feel is the expression of the Atman, it is the expression of the awareness. The basis of our consciousness, the real state is the awareness. And the awareness is coming and going. The awareness is the cause of everything. From the awareness, all thing happens in the form of consciousness. So consciousness is the expression of the awareness.
So the often awareness and consciousness are synonyms. They're taken as the same thing, but you distinguish them.
No, awareness is the substratum. Awareness is the basis of thing, but we cannot feel the awareness. No. So awareness is the base, and from which what is coming out is the consciousness. Consciousness alone we can feel. Consciousness alone we can conscious of something. So when we, for example, we have some thought, we have some emotion, all those are consciousness. But on the root of our consciousness, awareness is there. Awareness is one. There is no division in the awareness. So in the consciousness, some division may be there. Something may be in the form of thought, something may be in the form of good emotion, bad emotion. Some emotion some difference may be there in the conscious level. So consciousness is the expression of the awareness. So even though it is the expression, everything is the expression of the awareness. So here in that sense, so everything is one, because everything is coming from the awareness. So whatever is thought or emotion or anything, everything comes from the awareness. That is, so we can consider everything as one. So we can, so psychological world is made up of the awareness. So without awareness, nothing is possible. So even though we are having many kind of thought, many kind of emotion, everything is self-evident nature. No external agency is necessary to feel a thought, feel a emotion. The emotion, it will reveal itself, or thought will reveal itself. But here, the external world is made up of matter. The matter is different. So from that matter, we have to deal with our mind. We have to deal with our mind. But here, and we have to deal with the external world. So the discriminative factor is in our mind. So our mind has to understand, so this is a chair, this is a man, this is a house, this is water, this is fire. So we have to discriminate the matter. So if you do not discriminate the matter into various things, we are not having any transaction with the external world. So whenever some vehicle is coming fast in the road, we have to understand something is going on. We cannot enter there. If we enter there, it will dash ourselves. It will hit ourselves. So we have to deal with the external world. For to deal with the external world, we have to use our knowledge, use our mind. So then only we can deal with the external world. So our mind is always divisive. Our knowledge is always divisive in nature. It will divide this thing and that thing. This is a chair, this is man. Well, it is divided from one person to other person, one object to other object. It will divide like this. So division, without having any division, we cannot function in the external world. The material world is concerned, this division must be there. Without dividing the things, we cannot enter into a transaction. So in the transactional world is concerned, there must be division. But in the psychological world is concerned, if you put the same division in the psychological world, it creates a problem. So psychological world, we have to consider everything as one. Everything is the expression of the awareness, or everything is happening on by itself. So because there is no responsibility to correct anything. So whatever comes disappears in the next moment. It is moment by moment new. But in the external world, it is not moment by moment new. The chair will be always a chair. The house will be always the house. So for the time being, it will be there. If you come to your house, today this is there, tomorrow also it will be the house. So it will not change. But the psychological world is not so. It is changing moment by moment. We need not create any change. It changes itself. So that is the nature of the psychological world. So in the psychological world is concerned, we have to consider as everything is made up of our consciousness, everything is made up of our awareness. And the external world is concerned, it is matter. Even though it is made up of matter, it is real, because it will not change. But even though it is in the psychological world, even though it is made up of our awareness, it is moment by moment, it is changing. It is ever new. We cannot find a old thing in the psychological world. But in the external world, we can find a old thing. But here, whenever we are having that the total world is an illusion, some school of thought claims that the total world entire world is illusion, but that is not the case. But even though some world is there, we conceive the world only through the help of our thought. We recognize the world with the help of our thought. So here we convert the external world into the psychological world. So then only we are able to recognize something. So in the recognition part alone, it is an illusion. But apart from that recognition, the real world is there. The chair is there, the house is there, everything is real. But in only the recognition, only the understanding part alone is illusion. It is time being, it will be like that.